What's up, Press Station? I'm your boy Press, and we is playing some Danganronpa. So last time we played Danganronpa, we still in the investigation. So we just find out who killed Hugo and Ibuki. So we at the class chart right now because I ain't want to do all the talking and stuff. So before we start, I got important urgent message. These last 2 days, I know I haven't been posting videos. I've been sick. I have been positive for COVID-19, so your boy is kind of sick, bro. Your boy is fighting the railroad right now, so. But I'm just letting y'all know I'm sick from the railroad, fighting with it. So, if y'all want to put y'all prayers out for me. So, hey, I gotta say one thing though. I want to say one thing. While I'm fighting a railroad, hey, they was fighting disease as well. So that's crazy. Let's get right into it. Handbook. Oh well. Let's get right into this class trial.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong, I'll punish everyone besides. Who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it.
I don't mind starting the trial,
that's what I'm
but
saying.
I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
Okay, Naruto gonna. I feel like Naruto gonna be a problem.
Because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
Oh God, Kusuchi, bro, dude. Hey, sometimes he be on some stupid stuff, but hey, he right on that.
Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
Oh yeah. I remember because y'all was getting treatment for the disease.
Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
I can feel that. I can see that.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
Yeah.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Because Hajime was
Let's
the first one to
start with when
see
we
it.
split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
Yeah.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from the symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
because it was close to the music venue. And unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Yeah.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
Chiaki.
But I
Yeah.
remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone, so I sprinted out of the hospital.
But I ain't gonna lie, it feels like freaking Mikan the one who did it though.
Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko,
Because
so I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
I feel like she playing this shit out.
Various ways?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Yeah.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the four of us broke down the door. And when that happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged box.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Bro, this the shit I be on, bro. This dude know that I'm telling the truth. Dude just want me here to say it, bro.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you can be lying as much as you want right now.
Bro, I'm not lying, though. You just want me to say it, not be telling
Right,
bro.
obviously.
Oh my god.
So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Sometimes
Do you doubt
I'm
me?
telling then I hate him. You feel me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Okay. It's just as Kusuchi and Naruto said, the kind of guy who just confuse us as make matter worse facts. Damn it, why should? Damn it, shouldn't have explained it to Naruto. I'm in trouble now, thanks to that. Come on, you know this, Naruto. Hero, scratch papers.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact
Yeah,
that the bodies were
yeah.
imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Okay.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Okay.
Well, obviously
okay.
because he's the killer.
No.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's
lie. That's a lie. I had sex for that movie. I ain't imitate no movie. That's a lie.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Wasting my time.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Hold on a sec! You're the one who brought this up in the first place!
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this
Right.
means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone.
I ain't gonna lie, if it stopped, sometimes when I certain hours it stops, so when they do stop I re-record it, you feel me? Not re-record it, I record it, you know.
So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
15 minutes.
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
Yeah.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
Yeah.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
Shut your ass up, you seen that
If
bitch.
that's the case, the
Creepy
only
as
suspicious
shit.
people are those who don't have an
Yo,
alibi
that's
for
what-
that time.
Ooh.
And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
Yeah.
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
I don't know, bro. It's
The
part of
others
the game.
all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru. Me too!
Hey, why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding!
Okay,
Please
shut
stop
your
making
ass
bad
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
No, Sonya had alibi.
Wicked way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
I don't know about Coochie. I said Cooch. You know what I'm trying to say, bro. I always forget things, bro.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
Yeah.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Oh my bad, guys. Slide to the
The
left.
killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the
Nah,
door
that's
from the inside,
I kinda said.
they tried to keep us from getting...
It seems they were trying to...
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front...
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
Crap!
Oh hell! Oh my bad.
The killer was still inside the music... By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting...
It seems they were trying to stall.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the
You can use that as a bolt. By doing that, the killer waited till we gathered and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Okay.
The killer was still inside the music by locking the door from the inside. No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. No, because that glove had blocked it from the
Wait a
inside.
sec. There's also a possibility that the door
You
was
mean
locked
from
from
the
the
outside? My
outside.
bad.
From the outside.
There was a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Like glue. It's like
I see!
it's like glue.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness, and I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I didn't know glue was edible.
A kind of dumbass, bro. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, Connie. You. Ooh, girl, you
I
don't know
believe it
what
is
to
not
do.
something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched.
You sure about that, Hunchman?
Pouring it in the gaps of the closed door.
Yeah.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly. But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know?
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so
True.
obvious that it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose?
Fact.
Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Yeah, we all did. You ain't the only one. Hachime, Gianki, you feel me? Mikan. Well, Mikan the one did it. You, including me, the player, I fell for it. That was all. They used that. The drumstick.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
That's kind of hard.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's bad.
Show us up.
During the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space.
Yeah.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
But when Hajime got to the venue,
What
only
you talking
Ibuki's
about
body was
episode?
there,
What you
right?
earlier?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
Yeah,
That's right.
We sure did.
Just what is this scrap anyway?
Now I'll show you the able to figure this out. Okay, man, game. Hey, it been a while since. Hey, it been a while since I did this, man. The A's. The A's. Wow. No, I ain't mean. It been a while, man. I see 2 W's. Okay. Oh, that's the A. Well, oh. Damn. I need the L. I need an L. Okay, see an L. I need another L. Damn. Damn, I need that A. Dang, come on, A. I need a freaking A. Come on. Come on, I need A. Oh my god, I know. It's freaking wallpaper. Oh, fuck. I need another P, my bad. Paper, yeah, I need another piece. Come on, wallpaper. That shit took a lot. I'll show. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Icky.
Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
Yeah.
In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Oh, it sure was. Remember? Oh, I did not. I'm so. Oh, yeah.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
Yeah,
right.
I remember. That's when he just came in with Sonya was talking about
tear in the wallpaper.
what? No, when Sonya, Big Kevin, and was talking about Hiyoko went to the big mirror in the music venue. So yeah, if you didn't see the last episode of this, go see.
I see.
But y'all
So
all
the
can't
scrap that was
understand
caught on the
like
baton
me.
lighting
You
was
know me.
originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
Yeah. Me nah.
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
That scraps of paper that was stuck to the armor light was part of the wallpaper had been found in the storage room. It's disconnected sudden appearance of Hyoko's body. If it no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. How the hell you jump? It been hell since I did this, man. Still. It been hell since I did this. We did this, y'all. Come on, Hajime. I know it been hell since we did this. Oh my God, Hajime. See, we wasn't ready for this. We did, Hyoko. It was hidden. It was hidden. Yeah, it was hidden. Because when we came to the crime scene, we didn't even know Hyoko had even died. Damn. Where did the killer hide her body? The curtain? No, the wallpaper. The wallpaper. The killer had to put her body in the wallpaper. Come on. Woo! Hey, it been hell since we did this shit. I ain't trying to fall, y'all. Woo! You know what this remind me of? If y'all play Run 3 back in the day, y'all let me know. This would okay. How did the killer hide her body? Cover up with the pillars. Yeah, shoot. Bingo. Boy, we was crashing everywhere.
It's all coming together.
We crashed to the east, to the west side. All of that, boy.
I got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
Facts.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
Hey, my bad if I call boy, you know, I'm fighting with the railroad, y'all.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar used.
Wrong buddy.
It's in the wallpaper.
What? They hit the pillar?
Yeah.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I first discovered Ibuki's body, Hyoko's body was already there.
Facts.
However, because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
So they used the
she was
baton
the first
lighting on
one
the
hanging.
ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar. So using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. they accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
Yeah.
And
Just like
because
you
of
got
that,
this scratch on
the scrap
paper.
was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body...
Shut your whole
and
ass
the
up. We don't want to hear
The
you.
crime itself
Y'all
would be
know
much
you
easier
did,
to
ho.
pull off since they don't have much to
Damn.
do while Hajime's gone.
Bro, what I said, bro, Miko was finna kill, bro, I knew it, bro. We all always knew it, bro, because he don't go, he would always pick on her. We always say this, hey, Miko's finna catch a body. Yeah.
They just have to peel off that wallpaper and
Yeah,
stash it in the
I
storage
ain't even know it's
room.
gonna be
It's not
this
that
day.
big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Earlier.
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once.
Are you
Which I
kidding
saw.
me? You haven't seen.
Hey, I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just that, but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Facts.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie. Although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
What's the risk the killer had to the movie to switch up the killer order?
The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then,
That
Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid
Yeah.
line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
I'm not even crying.
right, tell Giaki. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Giaki, you look good too.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my...
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right?
Right,
That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
that,
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
yeah.
How right. Your words are so right. Your opponent is out of your league. It is...
Man, he's being annoying again.
Bro, oh god, bro, shut your ass up with your musty ass, dusty ass, pets fury up. Oh, I don't even know what to say, but shut your ass up, Gunner. That's why nobody don't like your ass, bro.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when...
And y'all don't be on my comments be like, bro, hey, give Gunner a chance. No, fuck Gunner, bro. He always fucking killing the vibe,
Hiyoko
bro.
was killed. How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
You're one to talk.
That's what I'm saying. Make my argument, okay. Let us see. still allowed it to kill me.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something? Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
Nah,
Maybe
I
her
wouldn't
feet were
say
on
she
the floor.
stepped on something. Hold on, I got
But she
finished
was, like,
see
sitting or something.
what they all saying first.
So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Nah,
Weak,
bro.
weak, I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Okay. Truthfully. Blood center. That was the blood on that sheet, yeah. I'm gonna do this shit.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present.
Did you see her walk?
If her feet were, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Oh my
Were there even any footprints at the crime scene?
damn!
Maybe
That
her
was
feet
that.
were on the floor, but she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Weak, 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 I say! It doesn't even pierce my heart!
Don't worry, Chiaki, baby. I got you.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I agree with that.
Because her sandal was full of blood.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint blood stains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries. Then it's Hiyoko's blood!
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
If Buki stepped on the blood, they mean she's still alive at that
Means
time.
Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded. Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Yeah. Look, Hajime on that, bro. Me, Hajime. That's why, hey. That's why me and you players.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Bro, you see why I'm saying, bro?
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
You see why I don't fuck with Donald, bro? Doing some weird stuff, bro.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? It's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If you're so frightened you can't even make a sound, it seems you've realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I've been here since you did this shit.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to him?
Oh shit. Man,
Hiyoko?
that's what you did.
Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no you can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one. Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no you can't step on blood that was never there. Just about. Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the
Okay,
blood
hold
on
on.
Ibuki's
I need
feet.
help since I did it.
Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no you can't step on blood that was never there. Just about 1 minute. Did you see a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belongs. Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene.
Hold on. If he say, okay, ain't no blood, okay.
There was no blood on the floor. You can't...
Wait, ain't no blood on the floor. Hold on. Yes, it was. Hold up.
Step on blood that was never there.
Okay, Donald. We on your ass, Donald. At first, I didn't get it because what he was saying first, I was trying to get the first down.
Impossible. Try to remember the crime scene. There was... You can't step on blood that was
Damn.
never... Just about what did you see, a nice nightmare? You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet... Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Oh, it's blood on the floor. I have to go back to the two bullets.
The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Proof right here, motherfucker. It's right there. Show
Look closely.
right
There's a
there.
streak on the
Proof
floor
right
where
there.
blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time. But
I need shield though.
Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Facts.
Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far. Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Facts.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death
See your
wasn't
choice,
mentioned in the Monokuma
Ooh,
file,
I hate
just to
Mikon,
hide
bro.
evidence from us.
And you spot. Ooh.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
Facts.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then, but regardless of...
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Right, bro, he is on point this episode, boy. He on point today. I don't know what, bro. I think Soda was tired of the bullshit of this class trial.
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Ah, wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
The same as always. You have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
Keep talking, Nagito. Hold on. He got
She
it.
was afflicted by the despair disease, remember?
Yeah.
That means anything can happen.
Yeah.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
Right.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means... the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive. When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself. Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
What about freak though? She did. She faked
If she
it.
was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging.
Because thank you, Giaki. What Giaki said. Yeah, if Ibuki was really trying to hang herself, and you gotta think it's Ibuki, bro. She a full experience. You feel me? And I know she had the disease and she was going weird, but she wasn't that weird. You feel me? With the disease. But I often say, bro, it's like the killer. When she saw that Ibuki was alive, something got happened with that rope.
Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind.
What is it, Naruto?
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Oh! Oh shit! Oh! Oh, Naruto on something this episode. Yo, that's a
According
twist.
to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi. Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then, the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement.
Oh, this class trial is different.
And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then, we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi. What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Wait, huh? Okay, maybe look at everybody alibis account. Now, if I can get to Sonya account.
And exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the other?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my...
I think everyone at the motel was.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted, if nobody has an alibi, Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, it's.
We can exclude the sick. And what about the...
Right before the... I was totally sleeping.
I think everyone.
So everyone who stayed... What about you guys? I was where I was supposed to be, my...
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. What? Hey, that's. Hey,
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi.
the best cut line in the game, bro. No, that's wrong. I'm gonna say this to somebody. Hey, Miss Johnson, remember 2 plus? No, Miss Johnson gonna hit that. So 2 plus 2 equals 8. I'm gonna hit that. No, it's wrong. You can't. Bro, Hashime, I love you,
In
bro.
fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
Facts.
You two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Oh yeah, I remember, boy. She got those legs. Mikan got those legs on her.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
Hey, Soto, bro. It was a little bit freaky going on. You mean? She shouldn't get something with Hashime. You feel me? She ain't finna have on. She ain't finna get a piece of Hashime. She finna get the whole thing.
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Oh, hey, Giaki. Hey, Giaki, hey, bro. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. Look, she was drunk. You feel me? She was drunk. Look, I don't even like Mikan, bro. I'm sorry, baby. Y'all can make it up too.
Too much info.
But damn, bro. See, y'all just ruined my shot with Giaki.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The
Yeah.
killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to...
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and...
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
What you talking about, Nagito?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
Have a different reason. If that's the case, we are still in the killer trap. It's not a trap set by one of us. If that's so, then what kind of trap is it?
Hiya!
Stop it!
Stop it. Don't terrorize me. Somebody else who live up on the Muscos is on the... Oh, I thought I'd say something. Oh. Sure, I had 39. Ooh. And here's some change time. What? Well, what? What's that? Now, mind on me, appealing the time starts now. Appealing the time? After we played Danganronpa 2, we got to play 3D. Meaning not 3Ds, the ultimate you know, ultimate bro, you know, the one when you got playing as a girl. You know, not B3. Before that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't got time. Okay, I'm finna end the video right here. So you guys, oh, damn, bro, cap. Hold on, this stuff is. Bro, my controller is tripping. Y'all see this? Bro, I'm trying to go up. Okay. Wow, I was absolutely rude. Before I was interrupted by my own controller. Thank you, y'all, for coming to this video, and we finna get lit after we come back. You feel me? Because it is 4 o'clock, and I am tired, and I am fighting with the railroad. So if y'all want to send y'all prayers out to me, because I got the railroad. Yeah. Y'all just let me know. I'm just saying y'all let me know. Shit. I'm just saying y'all just hey, but it be some more video stuff. What I gotta say, what my old slogan is, if you like this video, not this shit again. If you like this video, go like and subscribe. I love y'all. Peace.